The background of a Stop Child Abuse campaign typically involves a combination of social trend, legislative action, and advocacy efforts aimed at addressing the issue of child abuse. Here's a hypothetical background scenario for such a campaign: raising awareness, legal and policy change, advocacy and activism, research and data, and community engagement. Against this backdrop, the Stop Child Abuse campaign emerged a concerned effort to build on this existing initiative and mobilize stakeholders at all levels to work together towards the common goal of ending child abuse. Through public education, advocacy, and support services, the campaign seeks to create a culture of zero tolerance for child abuse and promote the well-being and safety for all children. Okay, let's move to the objective campaign. We have 6 objective campaign here. The first one is raise awareness, increase public understanding of what constitutes child abuse, its prevalence and its impact on child and society. The second one is promote healthy relationship, provide resources and education on positive parenting practices, health relationship and alternative to abuse behavior. The third one is advocate for policy change, lobby for change in law and policies to strengthen protection for children, increase funding for child welfare services, and impose sticker penalty on offenders. And the next one is promote healthy relationship, provide resources and education on positive parenting practices, healthy relationship, and alternative to abuse behavior. And the fifth one is educate prevention. Educate individuals, family, and communities on how to recognize signs of abuse and neglect and empower them to take action to prevent it. And then the last one is foster collaboration. Encourage collaboration among government agencies, non-profit organizations, healthcare providers, educators, law enforcement, and other stakeholders to coordinate effort in preventing and responding to child abuse. Okay, the next one is our target to the campaign. We have 4 targets for this campaign. The first one is parents and caregiver. Educating parents and caregiver about positive parenting practices, healthy communication with children, and understanding the sign of abuse can help prevent abuse from occurring within families. The second one is children and adolescents. Empowering children and adolescents with knowledge about their rights, safe behavior, and avenues for seeking help if they experience abuse is crucial for their protection. The third one is educator and school personnel. Teachers, school counselors, and other educational professionals are in a position to identify signs of abuse in students and provide support and resources to those who may be at the risk. And the last one is media and influencer. Working with media outlets, social media influencers, and celebrities to raise awareness about child abuse and promote positive messaging can reach a broader audience and shift societal attitude.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Carmila Kalfi. Today I will present about the main point of knowledge objective of our campaign. The main point of the knowledge objective for a Stop Child Abuse campaign is to educate individuals and communities about the various forms of child abuse, its prevalence and its impact on children and society. By increasing knowledge and awareness, the campaign aims to empower people to recognize signs of abuse, take action to prevent it, and support survivors. Here's a breakdown of the knowledge objective. The first one is understanding child abuse. Provide information about the different type of child abuse, including physical, emotional, sexual, and neglect. This involves defining each type of abuse and explaining how it manifests in different contexts. And the second one is recognizing signs of abuse. Educate individuals on the common signs and indicators of child abuse, such as unexplained injuries, changes in behavior, or withdrawal from social activities. This knowledge enables people to identify potential cases of abuse and take appropriate action. The third one is understanding the impact. Raise awareness about the short-term and long-term consequences of child abuse on children's physical, emotional, and psychological well-being. These include discussing the potential effect of abuse on academic performance, relationship, and mental health. Next is prevalence and risk factors. Provide statistics and information on the prevalence of child abuse globally, nationally, and within specific communities. Additionally, highlight risk factors associated with child abuse, such as family dysfunction, substance abuse, and socioeconomic disparities. Next is legal and reporting procedures. Inform individuals about their legal obligations and reporting procedures when they suspect child abuse. These include explaining the role of child protective services, law enforcement, and mandated reporter in responding to allegations of abuse. Next is protective factor and prevention strategies. Discuss protective factors that can help mitigate the risk of child abuse, such as strong social support network, access to resources, and positive parenting practices. Offer practical tips and strategies for preventing abuse and promoting child safety. Next is resources and support services. Provide information about available resources and support services for children who have experienced abuse and their families. This includes counseling services, crisis hotlines, advocacy organization, and legal assistance. By achieving this knowledge objective, the Stop Child Abuse campaign aims to equip individuals and communities with the necessary information and tools to take proactive steps toward preventing child abuse, supporting victims, and creating a safer environment for all children. The main point of the behavior objective for a Stop Child Abuse campaign is to encourage specific action and behaviors among individuals and communities that contribute to the prevention, identification, and response to child abuse. This objective aims to translate knowledge and awareness into tangible steps that promote child safety and well-being. Here are the behavior objectives. The first one is promoting vigilance. Promoting vigilance is encourage individuals to be vigilant and observant of signs of child abuse in their surrounding, including with families, schools, and community. The second one is reporting suspected cases. urge individuals who suspect child abuse to report their concern to the appropriate authorities such as Child Protective Services, law enforcement, or mandated reporter in accordance with local reporting law and procedures. Supporting survivor, which is encourage empathy and support for children who have experienced abuse, including providing emotional support, listening non-judgmentally, and connecting them with appropriate resources and services. Next is intervening safely. Equip individual with the skills and confidence to intervene safely when they witness or suspect child abuse, whether by offering support to the victim, confronting the perpetrator, or seeking help from authorities. The next one is creating safe environments. Creating safe environment is promote behaviors and practices that create safe and nurturing environments for children, such as implementing child protection policy in institution, setting boundaries against abusive behavior, and modeling healthy relationship. Next objective is empowering children. Empower children with knowledge and skill to protect themselves from abuse, including understanding their right, identifying trusted adults, and speaking up if they feel unsafe or uncomfortable. Next objective is advocating for policy changes. Mobilize individuals to advocate for policy changes and legislative reform that strengthen protection for children, increase funding for child welfare services, and hold perpetrator of abuse accountable. And next is promoting positive parenting practices. This is provide resources and support to parent and caregiver to promote positive parenting practices, including effective communication, nonviolent discipline, and fostering nurturing relationship with their children. And then the last one is engaging in community action. Encourage community engagement and collective action to address the underlying factors contributing to child abuse, such as poverty, substance abuse, and social isolation through initiatives like neighborhood watch group, community center, and awareness campaign. By achieving this behavior objective, the Stop Child Abuse campaign aims to foster a culture of collective responsibility and action, where individuals and community actively work together to prevent child abuse, protect children from harm, and protect their well-being. In conclusion, the Stop Child Abuse campaign represents a crucial endeavor aimed at protecting the most vulnerable member of our society and creating a safer, more nurturing environment for all children. Throughout this campaign, we have highlighted the prevalence and devastating impact of child abuse, raised awareness about the signs and consequences of abuse, and empower individuals and community to take action. As we reflect on the objective and achievement of the campaign, it is clear that ending child abuse requires a collective effort involving government agency, non-profit organization, community leaders, educators, healthcare providers, parents, and individuals from all walks of life. By working together, we can create a culture of zero tolerance of child abuse and ensure that every child grows up in a safe and supportive environment where their rights are respected and their voices are heard. While the journey to ending child abuse may be long and challenging, the commitment and dedication of everyone involved in this campaign give us hope for a brighter future. Let us continue to advocate for policy changes, support survivors, educate our community, and take proactive steps to prevent child abuse in all its forms. Together we can make a difference. Together we can break the circle of abuse and create a world where every child can thrive. Thank you for joining us in this important mission.